Alright, in this video, let's talk about the price analysis of this 2025 Q1 new launches. Alright, so the first thing that everybody is talking about is that how come the price is always increasing? Why is it always expensive? When is it going to come down? Okay, today we will do some price comparison so you understand how come it's being priced this way and why the price is not coming down. Okay, so first one is Parktown that we are looking at. So basically this is the indicative price of what the developer has given all of us, and basically what we can see that on average it's going to be at around 2.1 or 2.2 to about 2.3, 2.4. Okay, so just remember that this is the starting price, right? Things may be different, but just take note of the average. Okay, so this is for Parktown. So next one we have Alta. Alta basically come very close to our Parktown. Okay, so we also have something at 2.2 and all the way to 2.3. You can even say 2.4. Okay, so the average is somewhere around here. But why such pricing? How come, at these two places, one is an integrated, one is not? How come the pricing is so close to each other? Does it even make sense for Singaporeans like us to get into all this property investment or invest in property, right? Or even for some people who wants to do an upgrade. So I want to bring your attention to this website. Basically, you can find a lot of details, a lot of numbers over here, right? So what we see over here, basically, it's from the GLS, basically from government, and then when they release all these land for sale, developer will go and bid, right? Usually, higher bidder will win, or rather the highest bidder will win, okay? So when we look at Parktown Residence, this was actually sold at 884.6, okay? And remember what you see right over here for Parktown. So comparing the price, you can actually see that this is near to 3 times, right, of what we're seeing over here. And then let's look at Alta, right? Highest bid on 250, and the price that we are seeing over here, right, about 2 times of what the highest bid is. So how come the disparity? How come such a big gap, right? One is like 2 times, one is like 3 times. How come? Okay, so you need to understand, developers also need to earn money, right? At a bidded price, at the release price, they will have to do their calculation, right? Okay, just nice, Aurea is here, right? This is the new launch Q1, and this is what we are seeing, 1360. Okay, so what we see over here, Aurea, right? Basically, you can see that the price is going from 2.3, 2.4, and all the way up to 3K per PSF. And if we look at how much they bidded, right? So this is for Aurea over here. And if you compare, right, it's basically 2 times to maybe 2.5, some 2.4, somewhere around there, right? So you will roughly understand that most of the figures that you see over here, from bidded to price release, there is a range from 2 to 3. Okay, it's a very common thing that we are seeing, and it's a pattern over here. So when price is sold at such, right, developers will of course want to increase, or rather need to mark up to earn that kind of price, right? So if we look back in history, right, the earlier GLS, okay, so we can basically just scroll randomly to any, right, and you will see that depending on where it's released, the pricing is already fixed when, from GLS. I'm sure you have also seen cases where GLS bid rejected, right? For example, this, right, not awarded, okay, which is just very recent, like last year only, because when no developers or there's limited developers going in to bid at a kind of price where government has, somehow there's some pricing chart that the government follows, right? So when it's not at the minimum, the government will not release the land at all, right? We can also see that there are many that is not awarded. For example, this Jurong Lake District, right? Maybe nobody go in and bid, right? We can continue to scroll, right? Upper Thomson not awarded, right? No bid submitted, right? So a lot of these kind of things are happening, but sometimes may not even be reported in the news, or maybe reported, but we often forgot, right? Because it's been so long, and in most times it's not relevant to us at that point of time, right? Whether a developer bid, whether they want something, right? And then media circle. So you see, highest is only 460, and it's not awarded. So when it's too low, government don't sell. Why? Because government already has some sort of pricing standard. That is also why if it's sold too low, it will kind of like shake the market a little bit. And that is why if it is increasingly, priced, then we know that when developer come out and sell the land or sell the property, sell the project, it is also going to be increased. And that is why over long term, if you're seeing this kind of pattern from GLS, since government sold their land to developer, it has never gone down. Why will it go down? Why will price go down? From this aspect, it is almost not possible already. How much the developer wants to price is also going to be competitive because, for example, in Q1, we have these two coming into the market. So to them, why would they want to sell something so low? And before this is launched, we have the ORI, which already sets the benchmark for Q1, right? Whether it's Toa Payoh or not, when you have a new launch and when you have so many people going to the sales gallery, to the show flat, and then submitting check, and then successfully bought at such pricing, developers know that there are demand. And in the first place, before they even release this project for sale, at the point of bidding, they already know that there is some kind of build-up demand over there. Then they go in and bid. So all this is about business, about analysis, about numbers. It's no longer about I try to price you out. It's more of trying to price themselves competitively so that with the market trend, they are still able to sell and able to sustain. Okay, so you see, from the government point of view, or from the government released land, it's not going to go down. So in the future, right, when we see land being sold at a higher price, for example, Faber Walk 900, right, Dairy Farm 1000, Tengah Avenue 821, and then there's all this open for tender, right? Behind there may be already a kind of like a price tag to all this, right? So this is already controlled. It's not like it's sold randomly at a random price. No such thing in Singapore. Okay, so with all this, I hope you can understand why we are seeing this. Okay, and then now we're going to compare to previous, right? We have seen Aurelia. This is Becknell House. Okay, so when the land is sold, it's at 1.1. Look at how much they're pricing. Plus, this project is a freehold. Freehold project price similarly to 99-year-old project. Okay, so then people will start to think, hey, same price, but one freehold, 199-year leasehold, which one should I buy? Okay, so everybody's plan and everybody's mindset is different. But you see, when projects are released out there in the market, it makes people think, which one makes more sense, which one should I buy? Yes, some for the numbers. Yes, some because the development is nice. Yes, some for the exit strategy. All sorts of reasons combined together. Okay, everybody wants something good, in short. Okay, but everybody see good from different angle. So with all this, yeah, you got to understand also why all this is happening lah. Then we look at Nava Grove. Okay, so Nava Grove is this one over here. Somehow it's not updated with the name, but most importantly is I want you to look at this pricing. Okay, at 1223. And Nava Grove also somewhere around 2 times, right? 2, 3 times. It's roughly around that range. It's just how much they want to price it at. So at this, it is still a competitive pricing to make you choose whether you want this or you want something else, right? We know that Nava Grove is one of the 6 launch in Q4 2024, right? So this kind of pricing, you see, even if you put it to today's, comparing to, you know, the Aurier, Parktown, Alta, still very competitive. And then Chuan Park. Okay, so for Chuan Park, it went for, right, 1058. And when you look at the pricing, 1058, maybe somewhere around 2.3 to 2.5, somewhere there about, right? See, very competitive. So what I am trying to bring across is when you go to, you know, a site like that and you look at the GLS price release, what is bidded, what is accepted, and then sold, you will know what's upcoming in the market, right? So basically, I want you to understand pricing is already controlled by government and then to developers. Developers also need to make money. So who pay? Whoever wants to buy the condo, right? It is a very simple transaction marketing kind of things happening, or rather transactional kind of market that is happening, right? So with this, I hope you understand, for the price to come down, it is already almost not possible. One thing is the government is having people to come into Singapore, whether it's for investment, whether it's for job, but the target for 2030 is to have 6.9 million population over here, right? Don't care whether it's citizen PR or just, you know, people holding on to work pass, right? But this is the kind of population that we are seeing and we are moving towards. So with population increase, with scarce land, there is always the demand. And when there's demand and you limit the supply, which we are seeing, how can the price go down? Right? In the fundamentals of property, it's not going to happen. If you're praying for that, right, the price to go down, I tell you, in the next video. Okay, because this video is too long already. This video, I want you to understand the pricing, why it's always increasing. Right? So stay tuned for the next video. I want to share with you even more because you want to piece everything together, you want to put everything together so then it makes sense for you. And if you are currently just sitting on the sideline, thinking very hard whether you need to buy now or whether you want to buy now or want to buy in the future, I can tell you now, a lot of people are being priced out because they waited. This is the fact, because your salary may not grow as fast as how fast the property market pricing is growing, and that's the fact. Okay, so with this, let me end the video over here, and I hope this brings value to you, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.